Hey guys, welcome to this video talk about the atomic structure. This is a new topic. So we are going to discuss the concept of atom and the structure of atom and the other related uh, subtopics. So let's start with the first subtopic, that is the atom's atomic theory. Now this is Dalton's atomic theory. Basically, it explains the concept of atom. It was proposed by Dalton. Now, the Dalton's atomic theory contains the following main ideas. So basically, these are the main ideas that were generated in this theory. The first one is the definition of atom, that matter is made up of small invisible particles that are called the atoms. This one is that these atoms uh, have, can have the same can have the same weight, since atoms of the same element are all exactly alike in every way, and in such they have definite weights. The third idea that was proposed in this Dalton's atomic theory, that atoms are indestructible and they cannot be created. Uh, the other idea is that atoms of different elements have different weights and they possess different properties. The last idea that was proposed in this Dalton's atomic theory, that atoms of different elements combine in small numbers to form compound atoms. Now, after some time, this Dalton's atomic theory was later on modified to uh, the modern Dalton's atomic theory. So let's see the modern concept of this Dalton's atomic structure. Now, the Dalton's theory has been subjected to numerous experimentations that have led to some modifications to the theory. Now, these modifications are basically on the ideas that were in that Dalton's theory. So they've been modified due to more experiments that were done. Now, some modifications to the theory include as follows: that the atom is no longer regarded as invisible, as said before in the uh, Dalton's Dalton's theory, that the atom matter is made up of tiny particles, and these tiny particles are invisible. Now, the atoms, after more of the experimentations, that the atom is no longer regarded as invisible or the smallest particle, since he said before that it's the smallest particle that can participate in, uh, can be involved or is the part of a matter. But the smallest particles than the atom include these electrons, protons, and neutrons, which are now regarded and are known as the smallest particles that make up the atom. However, the atom is still the smallest particle which can take place or can take part in a chemical reaction. The second one, the modification of this Dalton's atomic theory, that the atoms of the same element may not all be alike. As he said before, that the atoms of the same element are, are alike and they can have the same weight. So some elements may have some elements have atoms with the different atomic masses. For example, carbon 12 and carbon 14. These different atoms of the same element are what we call the isotopes. So carbon 12 and carbon 14, they have different atomic masses, but they are of the same elements. Now we can simply say these are isotopes. In some few cases, the atoms of different elements may have the same atomic mass. Now, for example, both argon and calcium have same atomic mass, that is 40. Such atoms are what we call the isobars. The third modification of the idea of Dalton's theory, that the compound atoms uh, that was proposed in the Dalton's theory, that are known as the molecules. Now, a molecule is the simplest particle of a matter which is capable of independent existence. Evidence is available where atoms of different elements combine in large integers. An example is in organic and silicon compounds. So that one or the other modification due to more experimentation of the Dalton's theory. The other one is that atoms are no longer regarded as indestructible. Radioactive atoms may get destroyed by spontaneous decay or by atomic fission. Now, the atom is therefore the smallest particle of an element which is responsible for the chemical properties of that element, and which it can take part or it can take place in a chemical reaction. So that's all for this video. Shortly, we've discussed the concept of atom by the Dalton's theory, and we've seen how it has been modified to more of the modified ideas related to the origin Dalton's theory, later on explaining the more obvious concept of atom and its structure. Thank you.